Believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. They're gonna give it all you've got, just like you. Looks like we're coming to the end. You have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engard. Yeah. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adriana Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adriana Andrews. She forged evidence of her suspicion onto Mr. Engard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a Nicholas Selmike costume. Guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. And this is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, upon Creed, I was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Engard. What a surprising turn of events! Oh, thank you. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything that Edgeworth has said is true. And I wonder how the trial will turn out. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to their stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. What is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's, I guess, some sort of a lousy manner in a way, yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, he visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. I love the fact of giving him the same voice as Gumshoe. All you need to do is answer when you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Engard's room. Oh, okay, sure. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel sandwich. He was talking to someone. First, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with a bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Engard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright? What is it? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into a bad guy. Every time. Witness? I'll personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue your testimony. So you went to the defendant's room, and then... Hey, wait a minute! When and how did I suddenly turn into a bad guy here? Are you sure that was Matt on guard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nicholas Samurai mask now. If that's the case, then really can't be mistaken. And what's the defendant doing standing in front of his own room? At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he wasn't a bellboy's uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on his tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think it was a normal bellboy. Why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You, Maya, and Lil Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I'd disappear on me. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing the man in the hallway. Hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated... you know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip during the incident itself? Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, you are? This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness speak. Very well. Mr. Powers, please render your testimony. I give the bellboy a tip. Objection! Nope. Nope. I'm trying to think of anything that correlates to a tip. Objection! Oh, I know, it's the bear. Objection! Or not. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was, because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. For this event. I know which of his shocking memories I should ask about. On guard's tip. The defendant's a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure, but giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? Oh, well, how interesting. That certainly was a generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Waiting, now made an objection.
Objection!
The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for someone like him.
Objection!
Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash for simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prostituting? Got a point, I don't get paid let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment? Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Crida. And the bellboy the witness saw? Yes. He was the assassin. Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been on this day to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer? He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Crida. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. That is all we need to know. Huh? But I'm not done, there's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. This is no laughing matter. I thought it was a bit of a call. What time was it? Well, I don't remember. Your family ended around 8 PM, right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back, and then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8-10 PM by that time. You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Sorry, I thought I could maybe catch Matt saying my congrats. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah, and how can you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. So I'm sure it's the same guy I was talking about. So which room did the bellboy come out of? The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, alright? Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue the testimony, shall we? So what exactly is our place then? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next? Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? The bellboy was one of the room service people, right? He wasn't pushing a car and he wasn't holding a tree either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. If you two had done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Oh no, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? Please don't be so quick to judge. But it's kind of a Powers family. Think of every person as a thief. Well, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky inside. It's not the point, Phoenix. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, he would be very bad. But he really is the assassin, you know? Yes, but you can't give... Oh. When I first saw that bellboy, it was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. It comes with some sort of reason as to why he was empty-handed. Some sort of proof. I think we can dodge the bullet on this one. Proof, huh? So that's no job for the court record. Here we go. Mr. Powers. Yes, you're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches. I've got stitches here. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Well, there's also, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene! There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Creeder's body. The liquid inside this glass is flower juice. It's on the top of the table on the lower right corner here. You can clearly see that it's a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy just brought this to Mr. Creeder's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. That would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. But can you prove that Mr. Creeder was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say, empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. And that's why the only fingerprints on it are Adrian's. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it's in my mind. Ah! Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, got the focus. I can't get lax there. So if you had gloves, a lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. 8. Have bellboys wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made of leather. Gesundheit. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene with wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue the rest of your testimony. Vest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. And here we go, give him the Lego. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room. Yeah, I kind of saw that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal.
Objection!
Nope. I'll just go name one of the bears.
Objection! Objection!
Maybe I need to test some more before.
Hold it!
I said, hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. He gave something to this person. Yeah. And what was this something? If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was. In the meantime, let's talk with Notebook. Namely, what the bellboy did next. Where did this bellboy go after he left from the Stone Guard's room? He opened the door to reveal the hole. Went in now and then, and who knows after that, right? I do. I saw something else. That was a jittery alien with a ray gun. I was watching one on the door like so. I think we can forget about the alien. No, you saw when you were busy spying. Excuse me? I may be a poor underpaid actor, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where do you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my life left eye and I saw sneaky spying. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's what I care to know. So who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? And you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah, I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was recovered from the crime scene was handed over to this client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Here we go. On the statue.
Objection!
What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I kill this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, think about it. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Oh, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Macron Guard's house. And the defendant's house? Well, I was there. What does this mean? Simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Correa in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. It doesn't understand. Actually, I figured the bear would come. Oh no, it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot I knew about it too. I think it's clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Oh, well, we can't have that. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very clear, and that was the identity of the person who received the bear. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure. Ah! What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Yeah. Sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. This was found at Mr. Enguarde's mansion. However, Mr. Enguarde was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh, I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Enguarde who took this bear to his mansion.
Objection!
You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Enguarde's mansion. The killer and Enguarde were working together, so to speak, and the killer was hiding at Enguarde's mansion as his butler. What a bold move! The bear figurine was brought back to Enguarde's mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Enguarde had to do so. I assume because it would have been bad hadn't the police found it during the investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much, and anything that can attack at all. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Enguarde. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I know it turned out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do? Raise an objection.
Objection!
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, the very same figurine was found at Enguarde's mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is that it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. It is going back to Adrian, isn't it? Adrian Andrews? Yes, we know that she tried to frame Matt Enguarde for crime by wearing a Spare Nicholas Samurai costume. That could have very well been Miss Andrews. But what about Mr. Enguarde? If you'd please recall yesterday's testimony, the defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Enguarde's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount this possibility either. Let's save mine. Let's save mine. If the whole world turns against me, there's one fire I can't give up on. Order! 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 All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did especially bring that bear to Enguarde right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. I'm sure once the court knows its significance, true killer's identity will become crystal clear. God damn it, she's back on the stage. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt on Adrian. Ah, I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick, pose. Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Oh, Mr. Nick, this one is some gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Good, that's good, pal. What about you? Anything yet? You figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time. We just have one. Even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, the child going into Maya's been rescued. Have I just run out of luck this time? There's a lot of hope from that. A tent. Huh? A tent. I could see a circus tent. Mia! Looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called to me. So it's Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The very big circus. Maya's somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About 300-foot radius in the main tent. Hurry! And... I could see a mailbox from the window. Just one outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. I feel like it was an old office building, maybe the first floor or something. I heard of an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Mia, Maya's not her, right? She's in a very bad state, Phoenix. She's been starved. Come, shoot. Please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? Phoenix? And they said Felix now. It's only a matter of time before Maya is rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Court will now reconvene. The killer and the man who murdered the victim handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I do believe the answer to that question will provide us with naming the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to stand. Poor woman. God, there's nothing more uncomfortable than tasting blood. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this man before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. What the? Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this man's secrets? Alright. Why? Why does she... Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. Its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a single small item. Whether it's complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bag. You can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So this figurine is a container of sorts, is it? Yes, looks to me deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as long as one never told anyone either, then only two of us knew. The two of you, huh? And of course that means Mr. Ungard didn't know, right? He doesn't know anything about his figurines, so we should try to find out more. A puzzle? That's right. It looks like an ordinary figurine. Sure enough. People who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you can take it apart? And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see! After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh, this is most interesting! That boy and his new toy. Like he's 5 all over again. Oh, don't mind me, go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? That's right, it's a present in the shape of a bear, so I thought it'd be perfect for one. So it's a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue your testimony. So exactly now to solve this puzzle. Only two of us, one on myself. It's a souvenir from Switzerland, so I don't know that many people in the same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to guess at what's inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. I think this is about all I'm going to get from now. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we've uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right, that's what we are going to find out next. Witness? Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please. All eyes on Miss Andrews. Why did I keep thinking it was pronounced Adrienne? I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's a suicide note. A suicide note? A suicide note left by one Creeder's former manager, Celeste Infax. Order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. I discovered his body and looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Of course, I thought it had been taken by the killer. I think he's going to search for space. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written in the note? That's right, at least that's what I was thinking. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. Can't stop you. I would do so much just to get my hands on it. I was going to burn it for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard, about being engaged to Corrida and On Guard's role in destroying that, about how she decided in her despair to end it all. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. On Guard. Then what our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. One was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to have a press conference. My word! What On Guard values, above all else, is refreshing, like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. If I saw her. Hold on. Mr. the killer's client goes. Mr. the killer's client's girl was to obtain a suicide note. And the person who believed in this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bearer of the note inside the standard in the defendant's house. It seems that we've come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Without hesitation, Phoenix. Come to Ellen Cord yet, so you know what you must do. I know I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence.
Objection!
Please wait, Your Honor. I think, Your Honor, believe that Matt On Guard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. That seems a little strange. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Corrida until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that Matt On Guard could not have known what was written in this note. Oh, I didn't think of it that way! Exactly, but I did think of it in that way. I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order! 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 You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It's just a flash, but I think I did rather well in this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Matt On Guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weakness. And the victim, Juan Creator, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Maton Guard. Order! Order! Ahem, Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor? You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, what happened to the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye? But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house in French. Using this. Troubleshoot bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Maton Guard's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place now. This was a safer evidence. I figured this in the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Ungard learned of the suicide news from this. He was watching the victim all along. Got me good this time, let me take care of that. Phoenix, have you figured out what you're going to do next? What are you going to do next? Well, it seems like Miss Edgeworth will pay a close upon little. In his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There's a piece of evidence I really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded. Not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Alright, I think this time you finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Scent evidence.
Objection!
Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. There's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence.
Take that!
Fuck my life!
Take that! Take that!
No, damn it, I'm having a brain fart.
Take that! Take that!
I'm having a brain fart, I'm having a brain fart, I'm having a brain fart.
Take that!
No.
Take that!
There we go. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside the bear. This bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analysed. Oh! So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was written by Miss Impact or not, that has yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you're the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Enguarde. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into his bear? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to a suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. That's an old pair of glasses broken? Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt Enguarde. Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide a fake, I'm sure it's got some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you are the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. That's enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analysed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we've reached a point where a verdict is impossible. Isn't good, Phoenix? The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I don't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What's with him and what's outside? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal, I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. There's just some way to make it up to you, I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal, but the two of them are already gone. This is terrible. I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry, I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty, 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 guilty. You hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. First come this front. Oh, what is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I am about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch. Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor, you were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. I guess I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? You can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. The chef is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Right. Well, what's going on in my situation? The killer. Looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find him that time. Report. Ah, is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and is rushed to get away. A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things you left with me right now and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to Conrad first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I have to... I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put it on hold now. That's bad. I hope you don't get in too much trouble with this. My hunk of junk card sale will be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get home in peace. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that would be decisive enough to end this. Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop me. What happened? Sounds like he had an accident. I'm guessing a cell broke as well. What was he thinking? Go hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. The cell phone is broken. He wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, police will take possession of them. No! We can't let that happen! Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why did Gumshoe have to get in an accident now? Any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? That's right, there is a way. What? How? I'm sure I can find out. Right, it doesn't suit someone like you to provide useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not. What's going to be seen after the verdict has been decided? Verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call from you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. I've already finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is... It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? Looks like something unexpected just happened. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note? Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impact, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Creda. Mr. Creda? Well. Looks like Miss Impact's never left the suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard. What is this little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but just like that. Oh, that's right, a camera. Ah, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays. Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. On Guard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. On Guard would have known that the victim had forged a note. So then the defendant knew this suicide note was a fake? And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. On Guard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. On Guard monitored Mr. Corrido 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. On Guard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show some proof that the victim made the forgery in an unknown place? Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. On Guard's motive with the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit the murder. That's impossible. No such person exists that can answer that question with such certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness? It's... Yes, go on, what is it? The man himself. Mr. Shelley the killer. Oh, Mr. the killer. Wait! Shelley the killer? You mean the killer? I mean the assassin? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here to witness... Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. God, I skipped a bit. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this alright with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, so... I wonder if it's really alright to do this. Very well then, the prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your occupation, please. Very good. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I'm a professional assassin. I say! What is going on here? Your Honor? How can you remain so calm, and what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. Killer will testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are in fact Shelley the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second. Maya! A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the killer. It looks like we've run into yet another unexpected turn of events. It's not an update, just good. At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Crida. Is this correct? an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between the client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before giving me my client. Mr. Killer seems to be a very clever man. I must say he seems to be mocking us. Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? Seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's going next, so stay calm and collected, Phoenix. You have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients? I don't seem to understand your pleas, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Sorry, go on. Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. That's only because you don't know about my situation. The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust my clients are discreet about my identity. Too many people know my face, it would be quite troublesome. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. Leaving me maniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow, having from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't care about all this extra stuff, just tell us the name already. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Their role? This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, would you care to die? No, I didn't say anything. The judge had better watch himself. Damn it! We understand. So, please tell us the name of your client. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had broken the rules. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human, and that's why you feel you can betray this person? I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand the assigned role. Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. You would have figured. Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? This case just keeps getting better and better. What is it? Now I can only bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Miss Knight, I will. Witness, what is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? That person's name is Adrian Andrews. What? Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier. Pray tell me. What are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience in his court. Mr. Killer told him a different name. Matt Hungard, perhaps? This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you're the one who summoned this witness. You, Shelley the Killer. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Hungard, correct? All I wish to do is help secure his acquittal. Oh, this still feels like an actual witness. Yeah. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. Most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client, who requested the murder, was not the defendant at all. Your Honour, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley the Killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. Don't test me just now. It was all one big lie. Miss Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death. It's all because you got pulled in Matt's twisted world. Don't test me just now. You have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. Mr. Killer himself has testified. He is named you as his client. No, that's not true. Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. Knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume. You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No. It's like... You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Yes, I know the truth. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions. You have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Phoenix, I can't do it with me. I can't accept not guilty. You're a lawyer, I know. But Matt Hungard is a killer, a murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. I have to face the facts. That is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gone on guard convicted so many times over. We never took a single one of those chances. Take this verdict right now, we betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Yes, I do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. Killer. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But... That witness has cleared your client for his testimony. Your job here is done. Not done yet. To see if the witness's lies and find the truth. And that is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. I'm sure that once the police arrive here, in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. the Killer. Right away, Your Honor. Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About what you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What are you talking about? Usually done? But what shall we have him testify about now? Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. Your legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame a note for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and bottle. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this, do you, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. If I have a choice here. What is it, Mr. Wright? If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. I have to do something to waste my time. Witness, about requesting a hit. Yes. How much is your fee? I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No. I'm not thinking of hiring. Mr. Wright! Yes? You want to kill me! You want me dead, don't you? What? Why in the world would you think something like that, Jon? Guilty! Mr. Phoenix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty. Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They're your client, are you not? I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah. Well, changing occupation would be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I'm the one that does the deed, my client's always the real guilty party. No idea where this accent came from, but seems most fitting because he's a Bohemian. What goes without saying, Mr. the Killer? And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt. Are you talking about the button and knife? Yes, on my business card. Oh, this card. you saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you refuse my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you come for your alibi too. No, I already told you, I have no intention of using your services, ever. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? In the very beginning? That is correct, from before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. And that's very true. That's all. So why do you think your client did that? What do you mean by why? Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. Why would someone who has requested murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true. I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Sadly, that is not possible. My job is to kill, that is all, and to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall. And that's all you have to testify? Yes, and I pray that we'll never be called to stand again. Again? As in you plan to continue? I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place, and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney? Excuse me? No, I'm fine, really. Oh, you really know? Oh, I'm not the kind of man the judge thinks I am now. So do I need to go over and No. So it's something on this one.
Objection!
Fuck my life around the brain fart. I'm having a bloody brain fart. Okay, so it's something on... Fuck my life! It's gonna take a bit of trying. That's odd. What's odd? God damn it, this is the worst time for my brain to switch off.